Alright traders, I'm recording a trade which is a second entry long. Why am I taking the second entry long? Well, because this main uptrend, which is the bigger structure, needs to get new high. So this is indicating to me that the structure is bullish. For bottom exorbitant, you need to take through. I was quite late on starting to record it, but I just came back from my break. I sat down and I entered it on retracement. So barely I managed to get fill. So even though this short term has a break new high, the big uptrend should get new high. We managed to get the fill, so I'm going to place my stop loss to break even because the main portion, the scalp, is made. Runner is just a bonus. And as you can see, we have big uptrend working higher. We had a downtrend, bearish correction, break new extreme. There was a decent second entry short. Then you have new extreme indicating, okay, correction is over. And the push above EMA is the resumption that the buyers now want to see new high for the big channel. There was a decent high low. And I waited for the mini second entry long because I just came from the break. It's a decent enough bar, so I bet on the bigger context and we're going to manage the runner now. Alright traders, I'm going to tighten the runner like this because we have a break and push to an extreme. So I'm going to be happy locking in 5 extra points. If you keep going higher, there's going to be extra bonus where I'm going to be moving the stop loss just higher and higher. And eventually we will get stopped out. But I don't want to be too greedy because market is very slow. But I can actually move it right here straight away. So we may actually have some decent momentum. Alright, so this was a nice little push working higher. So I'm going to tighten the runner below this bar right here. So we may actually get up to 7 points. So it turned out to be quite a decent runner. Wasn't really expecting the ATR is this low. It was a slow day. I'll happily take this runner here. Alright, so this was the trade example. And now we're going to go through today's session to see how to navigate it using price action rules. We're looking at S&P 500 M&A futures. We have a downtrend has a break push to an extreme. We have some push above EMA. And we had new low first entry short, pullback, second entry short failure. So we have a failed second entry short after downtrend played out and it's above EMA. So this right here would be what we call a reversal pattern, signaling that the market's going to reverse bullish and we're going to go higher. But the problem is the signal bar is bearish doji. So the signal bar is super weak. So I don't really like taking this signal bar just yet. And we have some failed second entry short confirmation that is confirmed by this high low. Okay, you have a new low first entry short, second entry short failure. And now we have additional high low that confirmed the second entry short failure. And you can see it also formed above the key level and above the EMA. EMA keeps holding prices nicely. If I'm going to connect these swings at the bottom, looking for channel, it fits pretty well. So this is better setup than this one. Channel is a little bit better now. Great signal bar. So this right here is first decent hypothesis setup for the day. High low confirmation setup of the failed second entry short because this one from sketchy. You have more confirmation, more bounces. We're going higher. Price action is working high. I was thinking to go long on a second entry long. You actually have a second entry long now, but you already have to go long where you're resetting the count. Okay, so this is too late. You cannot go long at the top of the move like this. You want to buy somewhere at the bottom, close to the key entry point. So I cannot go long just yet. Okay, I was still expecting second entry long to test the new high for this uptrend. But we're breaking below EMA, so I have to be patient. Let's see how market develops. We have a spike above EMA, so this is now a good confirmation that the market is about to test new high. You have a new high, one leg down, break, second leg down. Market moves in pairs of twos, and downtrend played out with new extreme. So this is telling you downtrend is over. This was the bigger pattern compared to this correction, so you expect new high according to trendline rule. Spike above EMA indicating resumption, so now I want to see a high-low confirmation setup to test new extreme. Your micro level bottom can reset. Can I get high-low? Well, I do have high-low here. But the signal bar is an inside bar. If this wasn't an inside bar, this would be great high-low confirmation setup. It's above EMA, two broad legs down, you need new high. The key level held, but it's an inside bar and we don't like inside bars. So other than that, it's a great setup. Okay, you have a break, push to new extreme. Now at this point, what I like doing is predicting where the market is going to go by using the measured move. So this is the approximate area where we expect prices to go. We're just working with price action, working with candlesticks. This is what price action trading is about. It's going to tell us everything we need. Okay, we're working higher. Now, we have break in extreme. I definitely cannot go short just yet. We can go higher. We are not even touching the higher day key level. And you need something below EMA. And this was interesting, push higher. And at this point, I'm going to redraw slightly secondary wider channel like this. Because it has confirmation here. You're not breaking below EMA. But even this one now has a break, push to a new high. So everything on this chart played out. Let's see what's going to happen. Now we need to be a little bit more patient to see if we're going to go back into trend range or this key level is going to hold as a breakout pullback. You have a spike back into trend range. I was expecting here price action to continue working lower. but we reversed higher like this. Okay, market continued to go higher. Okay, so I'm gonna play the price action I have. I don't think I can take high low just yet because uptrend played out. You can argue for there to be channel that is a little bit wider, let's say like this, because it still keeps the structure intact. So I'm gonna draw a wider like this. Okay, but still, this downtrend doesn't have a new low. I don't think I can take high low just yet, even if I play the wider channel here. You expect new high playing the wider channel, but this downtrend doesn't have new extreme. It has overshoot, which means it can actually generate the momentum in the opposite direction. You know, depends what kind of channel you're playing, but since it was the trend range, I don't think drawing the wider channel is that great, but it's very, very close. This is one of those examples where it comes down to gut feeling. I skipped it, but if some trader is more advanced, you can consider high low. If you're playing the wider channel, I played a tighter one, so I was not looking to go long. Break, new extreme, everything played out. But market continues to go higher. Gonna redraw the downtrend. Can take a second entry long, downtrend is in play. We broke below EMA. At this point, I was looking for some bigger channel because I have so many pushes working higher. I have move up here, this big one, and this one as well. So it's starting to look quite structured. If I'm gonna connect the very bottom first two swings, the trend actually looks pretty good. It fits on higher time frame. So because we didn't go back into trend range here and here again, this is telling me that the structure is more bullish rather than bearish. So I have two legs down now again. Once again, market moves in pairs of twos. One leg down, break, second leg down. So I was looking for a high-low confirmation setup. A lot of times, if you're drawing a channel like this and you're not sure if the channel is valid or not, you don't want to be buying just yet because you're not sure the channel is confirmed. Just wait for the high-low above EMA. Wait for the high-low above EMA. That's the confirmation. Okay, the new push phase is about to start and there is no reversal. But there was no high-low above EMA. Market just continued to go higher. It looks good for the channel because we had additional push phase working higher. And market reversed all the way to the downside. So at this point, I'm going to redraw a brand new downtrend. Okay, we are correcting. Okay. And we have a second entry short. Now, this is a little bit conflicting area because this uptrend is expected to test new high. And this reversal down was deep, but not too deep so that you are forgetting about this uptrend. But this is such a clean downtrend working lower that needs to get new extreme. And the second entry short formed so well. Nice rejection at the EMA. I think you can consider selling. It's not that big of a bar, only 2 points. This downtrend needs to get new low. It's likely that EMA is holding so strong that you're going to test the new low and then you're going to go higher, test the new high. So this is decent second entry short. However, this was super hard to catch. This was super hard to catch because there's a gap. There is no tick higher. You can see price is close on its low, opened, gap down, and continue working lower. So this is very hard to catch unless you're very, very fast. Breaking extreme, downtrend. Played out. Okay. And now we're breaking above EMA. And now we have high-low confirmation setup. And everything falls in place. Correction played out with the break push to new extreme. Push above EMA is indicating resumption. That this uptrend is going to get new high. And this is high-low confirmation setup. Great signal bar. Bullish body. It tick lower. Reverse up. Decent high probability setup. High-low confirmation setup. Push above EMA. Can you get a failed second entry short? No. But you have some failed second entry short continuation here. The first failed second entry short form so far from the EMA, so you cannot take it. So this is the visual one, new low, first entry short, pullback, kind of like a second entry short failure visually. But you want to take failed second entry short when the move is happening, okay? You want to take it somewhere right after high low, somewhere around here, not after you already have significant push up. So every single time I see the significant leg up already happening, I'm going to treat this more as first entry long, okay? If it forms right after push above EMA, after this high low, then you can consider because you're catching the beginning of the move. Now the move already happened. I have to redraw downtrend. It's an inside bar anyway. Break a new high. I have the mini second entry long. Once again, it's also count reset again. Failed second entry short. And this one is a great setup. You saw me taking the trade. Great signal bar. EMA keeps holding. And because this big uptrend needs to get new high, this is a decent high probability setup. It's a failed second entry short as well. Because we corrected to the EMA, so we reset the count. New low here was formed, new swing down, new high was created. So uptrend played out, so everything played out. Okay, I was thinking for a while there can be some potential wider channel, but it was quickly negated by this massive sell-off. So I'm going to redraw a brand new downtrend, and this push down looks so steep It looks so oversold, bottom completely dropped. It's better to play overshoot because if you're going to drop wider like this, you have no confirmations here of this trend channel line. And you can even tell it looks like there's overshoot. This was quite a violent sell-off. We started quite gradual and suddenly spiked down like this. Since I have no bounces here, it's better to play some alternative, like if there is overshoot. Okay, so I'm gonna force it something like this. Overshoot. So if there would be second entry short at the EMA, I would still skip because there's uncertainty about potential overshoot. So I would need a lower high confirmation setup of the second entry short. However, there was no second entry short. You're breaking above EMA, so this is already confirming, okay, there is some bullish momentum. Probably the overshoot is kicking in. Second entry short now, but it's above EMA. That's a problem. And after overshoot, and it formed above EMA, you definitely see some lower high if you're selling. The market continues to go higher. It looks like the channel is slightly wider. You felt second entry short. In fact, you even have high low here. And these trades are tempting. Problem is, you know, this spike down, even though it has overshoot, doesn't really have new extreme, but there are attempts to test the new low. First attempt to test the new low, second attempt, high low. I mean, you can consider some of these trades. High low confirmations of felt second entry short. You can consider because at this point, since you are above EMA and EMA keeps holding so strongly, why the channel has been established combined with overshoot, it looks like there's not even going to be an attempt to fully finish the new low. So you can consider nice wider uptrend established. So I want to see second entry long at the EMA. We already have a break, new extreme. Now it's too late and market is about to close. Alright, so this is the overall structure for today. It was quite a slow trading day. Market waited for the earnings to come out, but we managed to get a few good setups. One here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 setups overall. So the day wasn't that bad. Uptrend break, new extreme. So price action rules help us navigate the structure. I hope you managed to get a few trades. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna talk to you next time. Good luck with your trading.